The country, the launch of former Deputy President Gachagua's political party descended into chaos after a group of goons stormed the party headquarters in an apparent attempt to disrupt the event. Gachagua's security personnel responded by firing in the air as the rowdy youth pelted them with stones. 3 journalists were injured during the melee as Gachagua's men turned on them, brandishing guns, forcefully confiscating their work equipment and deleting footage. While condemning the violence, Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen faulted the party officials for failing to notify their police about the event. Melita Oletenges reports.
Gunshots, chaos and retaliation with a barrage of stones. The launch of the Democracy for Citizens Party, led by former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, descended into mayhem when a mob of rowdy youth attempted to storm the venue at the tail end of the unveiling event. It was the second attempt by goons to force their entry into the DCP headquarters, trying to pull the gate down, but they were met with fierce resistance by Gachagua's security detail and supporters. The action newsworthy for journalists covering the event, particularly this man captured and dragged by Gachagua's men, alleged to be part of the youth trying to gate crash the party's unveiling. Cameras rolling, the perpetrators in full glare and the victim helpless. Gachagua's men traded the attack to silence journalists. This man captured brandishing a gun towards journalists in the pandemonium, a grievous danger if the trigger would have gone off. The journalists were suddenly confronted at gunpoint and forced to delete their footage. Their cameras and equipment were temporarily seized in the melee. But the danger was even more serious for the people living in the neighborhood as the gunshots went off towards neighboring flat houses. The injured journalist Brian Tuva of Cast TV suffered head and facial wounds. Nebat Saisi, a cameraman from Standard Media Group, was seriously hurt, and a freelance journalist also suffered injuries. Footage from the attack shows journalists being assaulted by the mob. Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has condemned the attack, stating it was an internal disagreement in Gachagua's camp.
Investigation indicate that some of the supporters who were invited to come for this function were expecting to be paid some amount, and as a result of fighting over those resources, there was a melee which unfortunately led to some kind of a stampede.
The attack comes a month after Gachagua claimed his life was in danger, following a string of attacks on his event and alleged political motivated attacks since November 2024.
Political actors, regardless of their political affiliations, should notify the National Police Service about public events so that we can give proper security and proper coverage.
Deputy President Kithure Kindiki watered down Gachagua's unveiling of his new political party, terming it a means to fanning ethnic divisions and unnecessary incitement.
Wale wanaunda vyama, there is no problem. Kila mtu aunde chama, ule anataka kuunda chama, there is no problem. Lakini wacha kusema hii ni chama ya kabila hii ama dini hii.
The injured journalist received treatment at various hospitals in Nairobi. Melita Oletenges, Citizen TV.